In this week's Journey to Greatness, we hear from a legendary soccer player. The photo, the moment, the team. They're all iconic in American sports history. It's the image of Brandi Chastain holding her jersey in celebration after converting the championship-winning penalty kick for the United States in the 1999 World Cup final. No matter where Brandi goes, she's always asked about it, and she's happy to share stories and talk about how proud she is of that day and that team and how they helped inspire a generation of athletes.
You know, I see the picture of the cover shot, or I see a picture of our team, and I think about how honest and how genuine these people were. You know, they came every day to work as hard as they could. They loved the game. They gave everything they had. They did it for little to nothing, and they enjoyed it, and it was very selfless. And yet it was incredibly fulfilling. And so I'm very proud of what's happened and the evolution of women's soccer in this country, but also globally. And I know we had something to do with it.
Brandi also helped the U.S. win the first Women's World Cup in 1991, as well as Olympic gold medals in 1996 and 2004. But her work inspiring others didn't stop when her playing career did. In addition to various speaking engagements, she also helped found the Bay Area Women's Sports Initiative, or BOSSI, which helps provide athletic opportunities to underprivileged and disabled youth. Working with young people reminds Brandi of her early days in sports. She got started playing youth soccer for her dad, and then got the chance to play on a co-ed team in junior high.
And when we came out, it was myself and a couple girls along with some male friends, and one of them, who I'm still friends with today, Stephen Robertson, stood up and said, Coach, they're pretty good, you should probably check them out. And the coach did, and we made the team. And so that was probably my first real experience with what leadership looked like at a very young age.
Brandi would later become a star at Archbishop Mitty High School in the Bay Area, then California Berkeley and Santa Clara University. From those days all the way through her time with the national team, Brandi has always been known as a selfless teammate. It's a lesson her grandfather taught her early on.
He saw that I loved to score goals and that I was probably too much of a ball hog and mostly in it for myself. And so he wanted to reinforce the idea of giving and teamwork. So he gave me $1 for every time I scored a goal, which I thought was amazing. I was going to get rich. But he gave me $1.50 for every time I gave an assist. And so I started to learn that assisting and helping and being a part of the team was better than getting the goals myself. So that's been a lifelong lesson.
Brandi is still very active in the game as she coaches at Bellarmine College Prep in San Jose, and she closely follows U.S. soccer from the national team all the way down to the youth levels. And she never tires from speaking to young athletes to help them understand how far women's sports have come and how much work can still be done.
Because we have to have laws like Title IX, which is now in its 50th anniversary, and I feel like this is just the jumping off point to really doing great work, we have to be vigilant, and we have to make sure young girls understand their history, and we need to empower them to know that they are the caretakers, that they are the ones who are going to be in charge of it. And so for us, it's a living history, and they need to know it. And so we can't sit silent, and we can't rest, and we will never rest.
Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.